up, YouTube? Real Babes is swapping our stern line because we have to use the locks to get down to the river. That's where we're hunting gators today. And so we are dependent on the locks to be able to get from the freshwater side down to the saltwater side. We are making our approach on the locks right now. Up ahead of me, you can see the flag. I'll try to blow it up. That is the gates to the PINOPOLIS locks. And that is gonna take us from here on Lake Moultrie down through the locks, and I believe it's a 100-foot drop down to sea level. At which point the gates are gonna open, we're gonna be on the Cooper River, and we're gonna go down to some old rice fields and hopefully snag a big gator. We are the first boat here, and so we're waiting. Those are the gates to the locks there. And I don't know if y'all can see all the anahingas sitting on the railing of that break wall. We're still waiting on the locks to open. I'm snacking a little.
Makes sense.
The gates have finally opened and we're gonna go ahead and motor on in. They're gonna let these boats out and then we're gonna tie up. Down here's the Cooper River on the other side of the locks gates. They're shutting the gates to the lake right now, and then they're gonna start dropping the water. I don't know if y'all can hear that rumbling, but that's the water passing through on its way out of the locks. You can see the level is already starting to drop. On the sides of the locks, we got these, and they support the dock, and you can see they've got wheels that run in little steel channels, and the dock will drop right down along with us. There's the locks facing the river, and there's the locks facing the lake. I'll blow it up so hopefully y'all can see it, but on the inside of the gate is a white egret. And what they do is they sit up there and they let the water out of the locks and they pick fish to get trapped up there in the steel girders.
We like to hunt pigs because we need to feel a buzz. I'm into using dogs, but police took my guns. If I'm a Jack, take it to the haters, all I do is battle and them southern cars. We shoot them under the sun's up. Got no time and no mud up. Just tall grass and a pickup truck. The southern boys, we no need to go nowhere fast. Let's enjoy right here where we at. Who knows where this road is supposed to lead?
And we're at the river. We are through the locks and now we're in the river, and I'm gonna run pretty hard to get down to the rice fields while it's still low tide. Y'all might actually recognize that spot from one of our shad fishing videos.
We was listening to chains.
The reason we're hunting the river at low tide is because of the number of rice fields here. And when the tide comes up, all those rice fields are flooded. It's shallow and you can't get a boat to them most of the time. And when the tide is out and we have low tide, all the gators in the water are pretty much in the main river channel. So it makes hunting them easier. And with the water being down, a lot of times you can glass them and find them up on the banks sunning. We are a little bit further down the river. Not quite into the marsh yet, but we're starting into the rice fields. Those are all old rice fields. These posts that look like stumps are actually posts, and you can see they go up that little canal there. Those were put in place for the levees. That's how they built the levees and the rice gates, to control the flow of water into the rice fields. we haven't seen a single gator. So I'm snacking, and we decided to come check out this wrecked houseboat.
That whole engine bay's been empty.
Yeah. I don't think.
Oh, we did.
Did we really?
Yes, we really did.
Let's pop it right now then.
Right the fuck now.
Thought we did not have the cheese and pepperoncinis, but I think Real Babes completely saved the day on
That's a
that.
little one. Give me the little
The
one.
poppers must be documented.
Give me a big one.
Here, I'll take a big one.
That's a good size one.
All right. Oh yeah.
Good catch.
Good.
Give me one.
Here comes the cheesy goodness.
We gotta cheers them to them. I think that's where we fucked up
Okay.
last time. We didn't
Is that what
cheers it.
happened?
Yeah, one for me.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Catching some fucking gators.
Yeah. I'm even gonna do another. Not that I like them, I just want good luck, like lots of good luck.
Okay.
We are still on the river, and we got into a lot more weeds than I thought we were. Lane is pulling us out. Real Babes is about to de-weed the prop. And the water, all things considered, is amazingly clear down here still. We are going to head back out to the main river.
It's like, here's
I am
really,
pulling up
really
on here trying to avoid some weeds, but I wanted to use this as something to show y'all real quick. Now, right here, it looks like a little island with the bushes growing out of it. That is actually an old rice barge, and they use that to transport the rice from the rice fields. And right to the left of it, you can see the framework. That is a head gate. And you screw the thing at the top, and that raises a sheet of steel that blocks a culvert. And that allows water to get in and out of the rice fields, because you have to adjust the water table for rice cultivation. And that's how they got it done. There's a little better view of that rice barge. I thought we had a gator, but it is a rice field post. Nope. First gator of the day, and you can see the mud. He is buried up in that hydrilla somewhere, and there's no getting him out once they get in that stuff. Yeah, he's in there. Can you see which way he's facing?
Hold on.
I think he's gonna dive back into the hydrilla. How big?
Small. Yeah, he's a little guy.
No, maybe 4 or 5 foot.
Not even.
We are not seeing the numbers of gators that we usually do, and we do have a better spot actually further downriver. We don't have the fuel to get there, so we are going to turn around, we're going to go through the locks, and we're going to go hunt a couple of spots up on the lake. We are on our way back up, and I wanted to show you this example of a rice field. You can see this big shallow expanse, and you can see some of the timbers from an old head gate, and there's the bank, here's the bank. And what's happened is that built up riverbank that served as a dike or a levee has washed out through the years with storms and whatnot, and it has exposed this entire rice field. We are almost back to the locks. Tide is almost all the way up, and I'll turn the camera around. We've still got a good bit of current coming downstream, and that is because they're always letting water out the turbines at the dam in order to keep the salt water off the turbines. You can see the original bridge footings with the arch, and then the new bridge footings when they expanded highway, what is that, 17? Or have it highway 17A? That's more coal headed to the power plant to charge up electric cars. Real Babes noticed that they are lowering the locks right now. We can see the water pouring out from the gates and it's lowering. So we shouldn't have to wait too long to get in the locks this time. I think we waited a little over an hour to come down. There's the gates. I'm gonna blow it up and hopefully y'all can see the water. Here's the gates to the locks here. And then over here, this real industrial looking thing, you can see a little bit of the water bubbling at the base of it. That is the turbines, and that is where we get the hydroelectric power from. Okay, the gates are open, and now we are waiting for all the boats to come out, and we're gonna tuck on up in there. Okay, the last boat cleared, so we are gonna load on up and get ready to go back up to the lake. Oh, a little bit of rain. Yeah, I'm gonna tuck all the way up.
He hits the dirt. If you're talking about that.
Guard just came up and gulped off the surface. Yeah. We are getting a little bit of rain, which is good because we're protected somewhat here in the locks. Up there is the lock operator.
He got caught, but he was back in business. Just like it
Gar.
was before. 21 months.
We could net him, dude.
Sherry buys a paper and a cold 6-pack of beer. The headlines read that Sunny is Gar. When the yards broke off, they said that I got White man came.
Here are the locks opening up, and you can see through them the boats that are waiting to go back down.
That wind's picking up.
Looks pretty good out here.
Yeah, well, it looks pretty good. We are back at Black's for fuel, and we just ran, I don't know, about 17 miles, and we just realized it's Sunday and they've got the buffet going today.
This is what happens when I wake up before 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Do that. It was good. We found like, and I thought I got it.
You find any shark teeth?
We did.
Nice.
Ooh. Your government corn liquor.
I just settled up. We are pretty dang full. Lane is fueling up, and then we're gonna try to find some more gators. That's a blue. It ain't looking too hot at all.
You don't want to eat that one. Either one or two things.
We've been sitting here, and apparently some dude was sitting on the side, and he just plain fell off the boat.
What are we looking at?
Well, there was a catfish down here that looked sort of sickly, and that dude out there fell off the boat, which was pretty funny.
Oh, I see the catfish now. Saw the dude fall off the boat. Yeah.
I said he's not coming on this boat.
It's really pretty bumpy right now. Wind's blowing south, it's coming right on us, and it's blowing all the water up into the canal. So we're actually gonna run away from the weather a little bit and check a couple of spots up here. It's pretty bumpy and blowing out up here, so we are actually heading to yet another spot.
They got me spiked out.
Wiggles. Hey, what's up? Are you upset you didn't get to go gator hunting? Okay, y'all, I'm going to show you where we ran to Sunday. This is where we are now. And we came over here to the locks, went through, ran down the river, went up the East Fork for a little bit, and then we came back and we got down about here. And then we needed fuel, so we ran all the way back, came up the locks here, shot across the lake here, came up to Black's. We came up as far as that bridge, because on the other side of the bridge, this is a different hunting zone. Our gator hunting zone is this side of the bridge. So once we got to the bridge, we came back and we came back home. We didn't really see any gators Monday. Now we are going to head back to the river when the tide is working a little bit more in our favor. It was still coming up early and it takes us time to get there because the locks don't open till 9. And last time we waited about an hour and a half to actually get in the lock. So Real Babes and I spent all of Monday getting prepped up, packed up, cleaning the house, putting everything back together and getting ready for this week, which is going to be pretty big. Y'all are coming with us. I'm about to take a shower. We're going to roll into town. We've got some errands to do, and then we are starting a couple big adventures, and y'all are coming with us. Hope you all enjoyed our no gator getting gator hunt video, and we will see y'all soon.